Welcome in, everybody, to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You are watching the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series regular season finale at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the home of stock car racing. That's the number 29 from Gold Canyon, Arizona, of Blake Hochschild. You've seen him yesterday in the TNA Truck Series live right here on the Booty Scoot Racing Network. Corey Tesner drifting him. Got about 17 cars out here in the field trying to get it dialed in. Jonathan Smith from Goldsboro, North Carolina, the home state kid, trying to lock. Excuse me, never mind. He is a part-time driver. I got it marked down here on my notes right here in front of the computer. Jonathan Smith, though, have seen him here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel before, racing full-time in the Madness Racing League Cup Series. Make sure you check him out at napdaddyracing.com for all your paint scheme liveries, numbers, needs, you name it. NapDaddyRacing.com. Jonathan Smith will hook you up, get you what you need. John Smith, Jonathan Michael Bryant, and George Stetson all down the backstretch trying to tune in these cars as we are closing on the final laps here of practice in the MRL Xfinity Series regular season finale at Charlotte. Continue to watch these guys tune in these race cars. I'll get the rest of these overlays laid out. We'll be starting qualifying here in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Guys continue to pile up here into the chat, and guys continue to get on the racetrack. John Michael Bryant and Jonathan Smith make contact off turn 4. Just practice, folks. Getting this thing dialed in. Here is Carter CJ Jackson from Gattega. Seen him here multiple times on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Winless here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. This being the final race of the night. 6 different winners, ladies and gentlemen, out of 8 races here after tonight's event. Only 8 spots available in the Xfinity Series for 8 drivers to go to the playoffs. 6 different winners, 2 point spots open for drivers. Carter Jackson looking to make his name one of those guys to advance into the playoffs and race for a championship here in the Madness Racing League. Talking points, we'll talk Kevin Tankos, that's right behind him from Hawthorne, New Jersey. Kevin Tankos, driving that number 4 Good Wrench Chevy Camaro, been real consistent all year, several top 5 scoring points. Keeping him in the mix here. He is currently the first in on points. If there was to be a repeat winner here tonight, he would find himself in the Madness Racing League's playoffs. If he could keep it together here tonight, don't wreck this race car. Is every lap led is 1 point added to your total score. So the last thing you need is the guy behind you or real close in on points to lead a F-ton of laps here tonight, possibly win the race. And you're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Tankos will try to do that tonight. We'll shoot down here on pit road. That's Showtime Chase Johnson, his number 5 CJR Jordan W Machine from Greer, South Carolina. He is currently sitting 2nd place on that final spot, in on point. On points, trying to lock himself in to the Madness Racing League playoffs. That'll be the conclusion of practice. His guys will shut the hood on that, retop the water, seal off the oil thing, get him ready for qualifying here. Carter Jackson from Gattega, the fastest here in practice. He'll take the quickest time here. So we'll go ahead and we'll bow our heads and say our prayers. We'll take a moment of silence as these guys strap up for qualifying here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Make sure you slap that like button, press that follow button. You don't want to miss a thing. We're moments away from qualifying here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Who's going to be the first one out on? Looks like we'll be able to ride around with the number 8 of Corey Riptide Tesner. Corey Tesner had an abysmal season so far here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. Currently sitting last in the point spot. Only finishing 2 races. Just the bad draw of everybody else is doing. Johnny Moore is putting in extra on that Bass Pro Shop number 8 CJR Chevy Camaro. It's on the top side of the racetrack. Coming to start to get on the time clock for its qualifying lap. Corey Tesner needing a win here to walk it off in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series regular season finale here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the home of stock car racing. Corey Tesner will take it to the top side of the racetrack, try to put the power down the back stretch. Corey Tesner ripping lap here down the back straightaway. Again, Corey Riptide Tesner, only way possible for him to race for a playoff hope in a championship here in the near future on the Booty Scooter Racing Channel Madness Racing League is to walk it off win here tonight. Where will he post on his first lap? P1 for Corey Tesner. Gonna need a lot of that tonight. Keep that Johnny Morris Chevy Camaro down the bottom side of the racetrack, coming down the bottom side off turn 2. Corey Tesner flying down the back straightaway. Trying to sit on the pole here in the Charlotte Motor Speedway, currently taking back down the third place spot, Connell Bolton and James Fountain. And there goes Carter C.J. Jackson to the third place spot. Corey Tesner, can he do any better to reclaim that first place spot? P1 again for Corey Tesner, top board. We'll look out. That's the Showtime Chase Johnson machine. Driving down. Got to stay below the blue cone to start your lap. Chase Johnson will ride on board with him real quick as he comes up to speed here. Chase Johnson doesn't necessarily need a win to find himself in the playoffs here in a couple weeks on the Booty Scooter Racing Channel for the Madness Racing. He'll get loose off turn 4. Lock it down. Had not been put on the clock yet. He'll take it back to pit road and restart it. We'll click on somebody else here that's possibly turning a lap down. Anybody else? Kyle Simmons will wreck out as well. Terry Hughes Jr. coming up to speed here in his 81 Menards machine from Troy, Alabama, the 25-year-old. Winless here in the Madness Racing League. Almost pulled it off last night in the TNA Truck Series. Total non-stop action. If you didn't see it, you weren't here, make sure you press that follow button, check it out. Racing every other Friday night here in the Madness Racing League's Total Non-Stop Action Truck Series. There goes Terry Hughes off turn 4. He'll get loose. Terry Hughes Jr. loose off the corner. John Michael Bryant will catch him on the back end coming out of the pit road here. He'll throw some tape on the front of that Toyota Supra of the 23 machine of John Michael the Boogeyman, the 29-year-old. That's your mom's favorite driver. Tell your mom her favorite driver's out on track. He just put the power down. He's going to try to set a quick time lap here, put himself on the top of the board. Corey Tesner currently still sitting on that P1 spot. Kevin Tanko's in the second place spot. John Michael Bryant coming off turns 3 and 4. Ripping on the high line, trying to get some momentum. Finally, somebody not spinning out. Where will John Michael go? Here we go, on the board for the 23 machine. Make sure you get at John Michael Bryant at his TikTok. That'll be JM Munna on TikTok for all your wax candle melt essential needs. If you want to buy you a brand new car, make sure you check out John Michael Bryant at the Honda of Greenville in Greenville, South Carolina. John Michael Bryant will hook you up. If you bring a friend, refer them, you get $100 in cash money. John Michael Bryant says, come check him out. John Michael Bryant loose off turn 4. Where will he post for his first time? John Michael Bryant will sit where he started out right there. That's the 14th place spot. Need to get down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Slow it up a little bit. Keep it underneath them. Where will he go? Down the back straight away for the final time. John Michael Bryant choosing a easy way out right there, I would say. Staying in the middle of the racetrack. It's going to cost him a little bit on the back end. He will keep it off the wall. Where will John Michael Bryant post? P10 for John Michael Bryant on the board. Terry Hughes Jr. coming off turns 3 and 4 for the final time of his qualifying lap. We see him spin out, reset. Here he is. Where is he going? P6 for Terry Hughes Jr., the driver out of Troy, Alabama. Nicholas Maynard might not have enough time to run a qualifying lap here. He's got his first lap in the books. Yeah, there it is. That'll be the end of qualifying. Nicholas Maynard will not get a lap there. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it. Jordan, don't want to mess it up, but we'll do it. Dwargazits will be the pole sitter here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series regular season finale at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Kevin Tankos and them rounding out the rest of the field here. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a moment of silence as we always do here on the Booty Scooter Racing Channel. Once again, for the guys that have followed over the seas, fighting for our lives. Again, ladies and gentlemen, bow your heads. Grab those beers, those cigarettes. We're moments away from green flag action. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. These guys are bringing out these beautiful Xfinity race cars out here, placing them on the racetrack here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the home of stock car racing, ladies and gentlemen. We got about 17 guys rounding out the rest of the field tonight. We are currently waiting on about 3 more drivers to load in. There goes Connell Bolton. That's the Canadian driving that number 21 Pilot Flying Machine. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get ready to set it out here for our starting lineup whenever our pole sitter JD gets in. You heard about Connell Bolton possibly battling some handling issues earlier tonight on his Toyota Super race car. We'll see if it affects him anymore tonight. Internet issues was a effect for him. There goes our pole sitter. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and start rounding out tonight's starting grid. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's winning the pole, starting in the first place spot, driving the Fortnite Chevy Camaro, J.D. Dwardrix. Don't want to mispronounce it, but ladies and gentlemen, that is your pole sitter. That's what we do here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Corey Riptide Tesner driving that number 8 Bass Pro Shop Johnny Morris machine will round out the outside pole. Kevin Tankos, currently the first guy in on points. 2 open spots available on points for the Madness Racing League playoffs. The rest of these guys trying to walk it off, win themselves in if they're not got to win already. Ladies and gentlemen, Everett Larson from Virginia is going to round out that 5th place spot in that 0-7, 4th place spot with that 0-7 Food City machine. Connell Bolton, the Canadian, on the outside for Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The 14-year-old Bad Fast already locked into the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series with the win at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Terry Hughes Jr., Bad Fast in last night's Truck Series event. Looking to do the same here tonight at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, driving that always 81 Bad Fast Menards machine. The 25-year-old looking to make something shake here. Showtime Chase Johnson, currently that last person in on points with the 2 open spots available unless somebody wins here tonight. Showtime Chase Johnson does not need a new winner here tonight and be outran by Kevin Tankos. The 2 in a tight points battle. Showtime Chase Johnson from Greer, South Carolina, looking to take that Jordan W CJR machine to the front and lock himself in. Carter CJ Jackson from Gataga and driving that number 15 Michael Waltrip Napa machine will round out that 9th place spot to start tonight's event. Ladies and gentlemen, Carter Jackson looking to make something shake here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. James Fountain driving that SVG Max Verstappen Oracle Red Bull machine, you name it, from Greenville, South Carolina, the road course machine. Picked up a win at the Watkins Glen International Raceway. Locked himself into the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series, trying to do the same. Carter Jackson on the inside of him will be the 23 of John Michael Bryant, the 29-year-old from Greer, South Carolina, the boogeyman, trying to make something shake here in Charlotte. Chris 90 driving that black and yellow Ford racing machine will round out the 11th place spot. George Stetson from McCullough, Florida will round out the 12th place spot on the outside. Behind them will be the always number 29 Paint Hoss machine from Gold Canyon, Arizona. That's Blake Hosschild. Jonathan Smith, the owner of NapDaddyRacing.com, will round out that 14th place spot driving that Engine 4 Chevy Camaro. Kyle Simmons behind him, driving the number 74 from Kalamazoo. Driving that Miller Lite number 74. Looks Bad Fast here underneath the lights. Tony Cook, make sure you hit up the Home Run Cafe, Greer, South Carolina, get all your hot dogs, hamburger needs. And the kid Nicholas Maynard, winner 2 weeks ago of the Iowa Speedway, will round out the tail end of the field. We didn't see him get a qualifying lap in, but we'll jump back up to the front of the field. JD will lead him behind Peter, the pace car, to the restart zone. We'll be set for 100 laps of action-packed racing here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, live from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. JD leads him to the restart zone. He fires off, and we're off in Charlotte. Jordan D on the bottom side, Corey Tesmer on the top side. Kevin Tankos will round out the 3rd place spot on the bottom side, door to door down the back straightaway. Sun setting here in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. Tons of Carolina kids in the field. You know these guys are going to be battling out. That's James Fountain getting loose off the corner. James Fountain from Greenville, South Carolina will bring out his inner Tokyo drift, save it off turn 4 of the 24 machine. No damage on it. He'll keep it moving. We'll stay green in Charlotte. Door-to-door down the back straightaway. That's Everett Larson, the 13-year-old, battling door-to-door with the 25-year-old Terry Hughes Jr. Age doesn't matter in the Madness Racing League. speeds up to nearly 190 miles an hour around this half-mile and a half size cookie-cutter racetrack. Everett Larson already locked into the Madness Racing League from Virginia. Terry Hughes Jr. trying to do something different around this racetrack tonight. Snubbed from the victory in the Cup Series at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Looking to make something shake down the back straightaway, door-to-door with Kevin Tanko. Kevin Tanko's from Hawthorne, New Jersey. We already said it multiple times so far. Currently the first in on points with the 2 open spots available. Just needs a great run here tonight. Stay out of trouble. Stay in front of that number 5 machine of Showtime, Chase Johnson. Laps are peeling off quick here so far. Already 4 laps complete underneath our belt. Terry Hughes Jr. jumping to the outside of the racetrack. And look around the number 8 of Corey Tesner. Throw the battle box here for the first time tonight. That'll be the battle for the 3rd place spot between Corey Tesner and Terry Hughes Jr. Terry Hughes Jr. stays on the top side of the racetrack. Corey Tesner looking for a spot to jump back up, but he ain't be able to get there. The 21 machine of Connell Bolton looks to the top side through the trioval. Corey Tesner desperately needing a win here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Has not yet able to finish, but like 2 races off the top of my head that I can remember here in the Xfinity series. Always caught up in somebody else's mess, currently sitting 2 spots from the last place spot in all of the point standings. Corey Riptide Tesner here, trying to make something shake. Told me before the race this is one of his better racetracks. Tons of laps underneath his belt here. He's going to try to pilot that number 8 Chevy Camaro straight to the front here. Lead laps Terry Hughes Jr. in the wall hard. That will throw out the caution flag there. Terry Hughes Jr. parked on the top side of the racetrack. Will back it up. Man, we were just talking about Terry Hughes Jr. and how he's been snubbed several times here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Hard into the wall. It's going to break that machine. Looks maybe a contact between him and the Canadian of Connell Bolton. Let's take a look. Connell Bolton just tries to squeeze up in front of him. Puts the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. right in the wall. That thing is cooked, folks. We're right on board with Terry Hughes Jr. See exactly what happened there. See that steering wheel get bent, that toe link all out of shape here. Let's take a look here. Terry Hughes Jr. connects with the Canadian of Connell Bolton. They drive down here in the corner. Connell Bolton gets loose, sends Terry Hughes Jr. hard into the wall. Terry Hughes Jr. just nothing he can do. The toe link broken right there. You see it on the left front. It's damaged all over the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. The caution flags here. 6 laps into the Madness Racing League regular season finale. And that's not how Terry Hughes Jr. needed his night to end. Definitely not how he wants his season to end. Can he get that thing back out in the pit road and back out on the racetrack? Jordan D., the race leader here, the Charlotte Motor Speedway, driving that bad, fast Fortnite number 6 Chevy Camaro. Your pole sitter continues to lead him here in Charlotte. We'll take our first break here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Welcome back into the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You are watching the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series regular season finale here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. A couple guys going to top off on gas there. These guys will have to pit here. They'll go double file behind Peter the pace car here. We've seen the race leader, I don't know, Connell Bolton in and out here with some internet issues. He'll drop to the back of the field here, doing everybody else a favor, handling issues for the number 21 machine of Connell Bolton. Never mind, he's going to stay out. Connell Bolton. Hopefully he'll get it figured out here. I'd hate to have to go a whole race with these guys and they happen to see that in front of them. If I see it, Corey Tesner on the outside. Kevin Tankos will be on the inside. Everett Larson will round out that fourth place spot. CJ Carter Jackson will round out the last top 5 spot. Again, folks, we've seen Jordan D, the pole sitter, take it down pit road right there, pull into his pit box, top it off on gas here. Pit strategy already up in the air here, 10 laps into the night's event. Jordan D trying to do something here that maybe these other drivers don't even have in the back of their head, or maybe on their playbook, and throw the strategy for a loop here. Hopefully it goes green, guys. Don't want a lot of caution laps here. This could turn into a very interesting race. Green flag pit stop should be approaching us at some point. Tony Cook goes down pit road as well. He'll think better of it, drive right through. Terry Hughes Jr. seems to have that number 81 machine back out on the racetrack and moving after connecting with the fence there, bringing out the first caution of the night. He'll lag in and out real quick. You've seen him catching the back of the field. Connell Bolton, the Canadian, the 14-year-old for Verona, Ontario, Canada, will find himself as the race leader with Corey Tesner on the outside of him. Corey Tesner desperately needing a win here, surrounded by guys that are already locked themselves in. Kevin Tankos first in on the point spot, needing to stay in front of that number 5 machine of Showtime Chase Johnson just to feel safe. That's how tight it is in the Magnus Racing League. Corey Tesner on the outside, Connell Bolton on the inside. These guys are going to lead them back to the restart zone behind Peter the pace car. Peter the pace car will hang that left up here on the pit road, and we will resume green flag racing here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Connell Bolton leads them to the restart zone. And the Canadian will fire on American soil. We're back green here in Charlotte. George Stetson from McCullough, Florida. Didn't talk about it much tonight. Been on a tear here recently in the Madness Racing League. Ripping hot here the past few streams. Been able to find himself up on camera and get into tons of TV time. Here comes James Fountain trying to split it up the middle at Charlotte. James Fountain, John Michael Bryan, nose to tail across the cookie cutter front stretch through the dog leg here. No coincidence, the 23, the 24, how they just add up the way they do. They always find each other around here at these speedways. John Michael Bryan looks to the top side of the racetrack. He'll fill the gap in down the back straightaway. James Fallon will fill in. Battles all over this great racetrack, ladies and gentlemen. Connell Bolton continuing to blink in and blink out here. Can only imagine what the guys on the racetrack could feel with that. Hopefully Connell Bolton can get that straightened out here. Nevertheless, we'll keep it going here. Green flag is in the air here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Connell Bolton, your race leader. Kevin Tankos look to the bottom side. Kevin Tankos, winless in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. Several shots to win one. Trying to do it for Dale here. Did lock himself in to the TNA. That's the total non-stop action truck series for the Madness Racing League. You can catch here the night before the Xfinity Series on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. He won his way into the Daytona International Speedway victory lane last night in the playoffs for the Madness Racing League here as these guys look to try to get single file here. Guys looking to the top side of the racetrack. Try to stay middle to the bottom. Holes clearing up everywhere. Corey Riptide Tesner out front in Charlotte. Well, we thought he was. Connell Bolton blinks in, blinks back out. We'll have to deal with that for the rest of the race here. The Ontario Canadian guy battling some internet issues here on track. Corey Tesner all over the back bumper. He's got better things to worry about. James Fountain gets loose to start the race. We've seen him right there. Oh, we'll get shoved up the racetrack tight from the John Michael Bryan machine. John Michael Bryan not going to cut any of these guys a break here. He's already locked in. He won the first race of the season at the Daytona International Speedway. These guys will tackle on Talladega 2 weeks from now to start the playoffs. John Michael Bryan said to me earlier tonight that he does have that race marked on his calendar looking to sweep the super speedways here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. He'll look to the bottom side of James Fountain into the one. Battle for the third place spot. That's the number 15 of Carter Jackson. And Kevin Tankos, they're battling back and forth down into turns 3. Similar things to DEI. Got a DEI car on the top side. It looks like Dale Earnhardt, but it's not. Got Michael Watchup on the bottom. They're battling across the dog leg. 17 laps. Next time around will be complete here in the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Corey Tesner finally gets around the Canadian of Connell Bolton. Corey Tesner, we seen him, was bad fast in practice, set on the pole until it was stolen from him in the last closing, people throwing down their laps. Corey Tesner, we know, bad fast here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, like we said, had a ton of laps underneath his belt. Said all he needed to do was just keep it together, put it underneath him, and he felt like he could do it here. Looking to walk it off and walk himself into the Madness Racing League playoffs here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway as he trails the rest of the field into turns 1. Got about 2 packs split up here. Chris Knighty trying to bring something here from B-Town, Indiana. Best run of the season was about 2 weeks ago at Iowa Speedway. Trucked it up to about the 4th, 5th place spot. Chris Knighty getting red hot here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. He rides behind the number 6. That's JD. Jordan D, as we call him here in the Madness Racing League, was our pole sitter. Goes, tops it off on gas. Currently finds himself in the 10th place spot. Not sure what these guys got in store. Maybe he got some tire savers here in the back as the rest of these guys battle hard. Carter Jackson trying to get around Connell Bolton down the back straightaway. Corey Tesner out front here in Charlotte. Corey Tesner leads them off turn 4 through the dog leg. 18 coming to 19 laps complete in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. Corey Tesner totally content with leading laps here. Not enough laps in the race for him to lead them all and lock himself in on just points. He's going to need a win here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series, but don't count him out. Corey Riptide Tesner brings him into turn 3 for the 19th time so far tonight. There's the guy everybody should be looking at, Showtime Chase Johnson. Trying to keep himself locked in. He's last in on points with 2 open spots. Showtime Chase Johnson just needs to keep it underneath him, trying to get to the back bumper of that number 4, Kevin Tankos. Those are the 2 guys in on spots. Everett Larson just riding around Charlotte Motor Speedway tonight. The 14-year-old from Virginia already won a race, won about a month ago here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel at the Texas Motor Speedway. Fuel mileage was in his hands. Chase Johnson had so many slip out of his hands due to fuel mileage here, but can he make something shake here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway? 20 laps complete here. We see the number 21 Pilot Flying Machine, Connell Bolton continuing to battle. Internet issues, Showtime Chase Johnson off turn 2, battling hard. Looking to make something shake on Everett Larson. Kevin Tankos will put the power down on the top side around Connell Bolton. Will he complete the pass through the dog leg? Not very sure. Here comes Everett Larson. Connell Bolton blinking in, blinking out. Door to door, Everett Larson will get tight through turns 2. He'll shove it up the racetrack. Chase Johnson keeps him down. They'll go down the back straightaway side by side. Kevin Tankos, Showtime Chase Johnson, the 2 points guys, nearly nose to tail with each other. Connell Bolton continues to battle internet issues here. Kevin Tankos will just pull away from the rest of these guys here. Exactly what he looked. Here comes Greenville, South Carolina's James Fountain. Hometown about an hour and a half down the road here from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We've seen him get loose on lap 1. Killed his run. He's up 3 spots with a restart, battling hard for the 7th place spot. Everett Larson concedes the spot to the number 5 of Showtime Chase Johnson as they come through the dog leg here. Door to door is Connell Bolton and James Fountain. Diving into turns 1 here. Which one's going to concede the most? Connell Bolton blinks in, blinks out. James Fountain to drive right by him. action all over this racetrack here. 24 laps complete, coming to 25. Corey Riptide Tesner continues to lead them here in Charlotte. Long way to go. We got 75 laps remaining. Can Corey Tesner do what he needs to do? Lock himself in. He has to win here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. So far behind in points. Green flag stops around the corner. Stay tuned live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Terry Hughes Jr. back out on track. Corey Tesner blinks in, blinks out. We'll be right back here. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys exceeding expectations here. Corey Tesner under attack from Carter Jackson. We had one shakeup on lap, I think it was lap 5, I believe, from Terry Hughes Jr. Getting shoved out of the way, gets punted into the wall by Connell Bolin, who is currently battling internet issues. Corey Tesner under attack here for the race lead. He'll look back down to the bottom side of the number 15 of Carter Jackson. Connell Bolton continuing to lose spots here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, battling some sort of issue. Not sure if it's electrical, internet, car, wheel, pedals, you name it. Connell Bolton struggling here in Charlotte. Showtime Chase Johnson all over the back bumper of Everett Larson. That is the lap car of number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. battling right there door to door with Everett Larson and Showtime Chase Johnson. Terry Hughes Jr. will just drive right by these guys. Fresher tires for him, and he went down to the pits, brought out the first caution of the night's event. Terry Hughes Jr. just trying to get to the race leader, unlap himself, just in case something was to shake out here. So far, so good. Everybody's single file. Connell Bolton seems to have it under control so far. We haven't seen him blink in just a minute. Here comes John Michael Bryant. Got Nicholas Maynard all over the back bumper. Nicholas Maynard shoves John Michael Bryant out of the way. The kid, Nicholas Maynard, obviously still not happy with what happened last night here at the Truck Series. I remember John Michael Bryant made a bonehead move coming to the white flag. Wreck cost a lot of people. Nicholas Maynard, I guess that's a payback. Not very sure. Things getting rowdy here in Charlotte. The home of stock car racing. Here comes Jordan D. He was the night's pole sitter. He's following right behind the 0-2, the kid Nicholas Maynard. They dive into turns 3 and 4. Jordan D looks to be on some kind of tire strategy here. He's up 3 spots from where he restarted here on the back half of this run. 30 laps, 31 laps complete here. The Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. He'll battle. Look to the outside of the number 0-2, Nicholas Maynard. Well, the battle box up here. This could be interesting. These two charging to the pack in front of them here. Battle under our hand in Charlotte. The lights are completely on. The sun's set behind the dumpster trash landfill here in Charlotte Motor Speedway. If you've been, you know Nicholas Maynard looks to the top side of a racetrack. He's under attack by Jordan D. Nicholas Maynard real close to the up top of the wall. I don't think he hit it on the right side of the car. No, it don't look like he's got any kind of scrape mark. That battle was quick to concede here. Nicholas Maynard's going to have to set in right behind the number 6. And set sail. Connell Bolton was the race leader on the restart. Currently finds himself in the 7th place spot, battling hard with George Stetson. My oh my, may I say, George Stetson from Macola, Florida. Shining bright like a diamond. Ain't that what Rihanna said underneath here? The lights of the Charlotte Motor Speedway. That Budweiser Dirty Mo Media number 56 Chevy Camaro looks stinking bad fast here on the back half of the runs. Jordan D looks to the top side of George Stetson as well. Nicholas Maynard all over the back bumper. He's closed up the gap between him and the 6th. Here comes George Stetson. He might have something to say as well. Connell Bolton continues to blink in, blink out in front of the rest of these guys. If it ain't one thing, it's another, ladies and gentlemen. Connell Bolton battling internet issues, got right side damage, possibly from somebody getting into him. Just not being able to see him here, it's going to cost a lot of people. But Connell Bolton doing his best to his ability to stay out of the way of guys. Just shows you the charismatic and characters that they are conceded here in the Madness Racing League. Great group of guys. Been an honor to call the league all year long as we approach tonight's final regular season event. Plenty of action-packed racing still to come on the Booty Scoot Racing channel from the playoffs. Showtime Chase Johnson's going to battle door-to-door here with the pole sitter. That's Jordan D. That number 6 Fortnite machine cranking 90s around the Charlotte Motor Speedway. It looks bad fast here on the back half of this run. Jordan D already up to the 6th place spot. Looking to chase down James Fountain from Greenville, South Carolina, who currently holds that 5th final points-paying spot. Points being played out to the top 5, 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. That's how you score your points here in the Madness Racing League. Every lap led is 1 point added to your total score. Meanwhile, Carter Jackson has got around the number 8 of Corey Riptide Tesner. Corey Tesner ripping the wall like it's Homestead around here. Carter Jackson extending his lead off turn 2 down the backstretch. 36 laps complete here. Can only imagine that green flag stops could be approaching us soon here. Who's going to be the first one to lead them down? Everett Larson battling hard, staying in that 4th place spot, trying to pull away from the number 24, James Fountain. Connell Bolton, Nicholas Maynard battle hard here through the dog leg into turns 1 and 2. 37 laps complete. 37 laps complete. We'll take one more break here. Hopefully we'll have green flag stops on the other side of this commercial break. 37 laps complete here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. Regular season finale at Charlotte. Carter Jackson is your race leader, pulling away from Corey Tesner. Welcome back here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. 40 laps are in the book here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the home of stock car racing in Charlotte, Concord, North Carolina, you name it, whatever you want to call it. Carter Jackson continues to lead them here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. You see the gap between him and Corey Tesner. Currently about 1.5 seconds. Corey Tesner hopefully trying on the back end to save something to run down Carter Jackson. If this can stay green, green flag stops. Should be approaching us here. Jordan Diaz drove himself up from the back after pitting after the first caution on lap 2, or lap 4, excuse me. Currently finds himself in the 4th place spot. Jordan D on the move here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Cranking 90s, emoting all over these folks at the Charlotte Motor Speedway off turn 4, 42, coming to 43 laps complete. Door-to-door battle here between Greenville, South Carolina, and John Smith's North Carolina. 2 Carolina kids battling it out. We're in North Carolina. So advantage to Jonathan Smith as all those orange, black, and white shirts stand up in the crowd, make some noise as he goes around James Fountain. Connell Bolton continuing to battle internet issues here, blinking in and blinking out. It's cost him big time, down 5 spots since the last restart here. We'll throw up the pit stop strategy. Last stop Only person to pit, Jordan D, the guy that's been on the move the most there. You see him coming around on that black and purple Fortnite machine. Been on the move ever since, but we didn't see him take tires. Gas only for him, so he should have the advantage. Whenever these green flag cycles start to happen here, hopefully we can stay green. 43 laps complete here. Ladies and gentlemen, green flag pit stops can do it all here. Jordan D, bad fast here. Currently, at the moment, is cutting the fastest laps of the race on the racetrack. Kevin Tankos will just pull right around the number 3 of Corey Tesner. Kevin Tankos needing just a decent run tonight. Doesn't need anything special. Stay in front of that number 5 machine of Showtime Chase Johnson. Showtime Chase Johnson is on the back half here, a lap down. Coming to a lap down, I believe. I think he just pitted. Terry Hughes Jr. brought out the first caution of the night. Off pace here, down a lap, just trying to make something shake here on the back half of the race. Carter Jackson continues to lead him here in Charlotte. Side by side, George Stetson slides up the racetrack. He'll move James Fountain out of the way. Hopefully, can he clear the pass off turn 2? They'll be door to door down the back straightaway. Battle underneath their hands here for the 9th place spot between George Stetson and James Fountain. James Fountain will get tight on the top side of the racetrack. George Stetson will put the power down, drive right by the 24 Red Bull machine of James Fountain. Battle for the race lead once again, ladies and gentlemen. That's Jordan D. On a mission here, folks. Done drove himself from the 10th place spot back up to the 2nd place spot, trying to run down the race leader of Carter Jackson. On a mission, folks. Jordan D. As Corey Tesner finds himself back in the 3rd place spot. He'll get back around the number 4 of Kevin Tankos, who tried to make a move. Just got tight. Couldn't do it. Thinks better of it. Drops back down. Nicholas Maynard, the kid from Welford, South Carolina, up 11 spots on this run. Currently finds himself in the 6th place spot. Started last tonight. Nicholas Maynard, the kid, winner 2 weeks ago here at the Iowa Speedway on the Booty Screw Racing channel. The only 2-time winner in the Xfinity series. Oh, Nicholas Maynard bringing him down the pit road. Whoa, what a call. Nicholas Maynard brings him down the pit road. That'll be Corey Tesner as well. Corey Tesner will drop down from the 3rd place spot on the racetrack. I believe that's what he was in. Nicholas Maynard is pitting as well. Here comes Corey Tesner. Chris Snidy, George Stetson down on the box as well. Nicholas Maynard's guys hop the box. They'll jack up the right side of the race car. It'll be right side Goodyear tires for the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard. Will his guys go to the left side? They will. They'll jack up the left side of the race car. It'll be 4 tires and 2 tanks of gas for the 0-2 machine of Nicholas Maynard. Corey Tesner, 2nd spot on the pit road. Great qualifying effort for him. He'll be able to gas up, get out right in front of Nicholas Maynard. You see the battle off pit road. There they go. George Stetson coming as well. Jordan D, your race leader, brings it down his part down pit road. He's got more gas than everybody, so he's not going to be able to have to pit with everybody else. Nicholas Maynard, Corey Tesner start the green flag stops. They're on the back stretch. They're going to have to run for their lives as Jordan D just crosses the line. I don't think they'll be able to close the gap up as fast as they think. Nicholas Maynard loose into turns 3 and 4. Boom! Oh! Caution flag flies here underneath the green flag stops. Oh, man, this is not good. Let's back that ass up. Holy hell, what just happened here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel? The kid, Nicholas Maynard, gets loose. Let's take a look here. Gets loose off turns 3 and 4. Boom! Cranks it into the wall. You have to be kidding me. Not what these guys needed. The 0-2 Maynard Motors machine of Nicholas Maynard. That thing is hit and toasted, folks, on the right front. Jordan D stays out on the racetrack. The caution flag flies. Jonathan Smith will go ahead and complete his stop. So will Kyle Simmons and James Fountain. Not sure if Jordan D did get back around. These guys will be registered or lap down. Well, Jordan D go pit here, folks. unfortunate caution at the absolute worst time possible for the 0-2 machine of Nicholas Maynard. That thing is toast down the back stretch. They catch Peter the pace car. Caution flag flies for the second time tonight. Nicholas Maynard spins after green flag, pit stops. That thing is toast, ladies and gentlemen. Halfway here in the regular season finale at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. Jordan D drops himself from the back to the front. He will come down pit road. Steve will bring out everybody else that looks like they didn't pit there for the green flag pit stops. We're just getting started. And it was ripped from him immediately. Terry Hughes Jr. will be the lucky dog that time around. Gets his lap back. Still going to be registered a lap down here all the way back. Jordan D will come down to his pit stop, sitting on that pole spot. His guys will hop the wall. They'll jack up the right side of the race car. They will. They'll jack up the right side of the race car to be right side Goodyear tires for the Fortnite number 6 Chevy Camaro of Jordan D. They'll jack up the left side of race car as well to be 4 tires and 2 tanks of gas for the race leader, Jordan Dorwick. Connell Bolton comes out of his box as well. Jordan D will win the race off pit road. Tony Cook will get third off pit road. Nicholas Maynard brings out the caution. You see him sitting there on pit road. That car is toast. Terry Hughes Jr. back out on the racetrack. But to see how things shake up here, ladies and gentlemen, caution flag flies at the most unfortunate time you could have possibly imagined. Jonathan Smith currently registered as the race leader behind the pace car, but he is a lap down after being on pit road. Jordan D comes around. He should switch things back up. There he goes. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Booty Scoot Racing channel. This is the Madness Racing League MRL Xfinity Series regular season finale at Charlotte. Will somebody new win and lock themselves into the playoffs? Or will 2 open drivers on points make it to the playoffs 2 weeks from now to race at the Talladega Super Speedway? We'll be right back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Welcome back into the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You are watching the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series regular season finale at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the home of stock car racing here in Concord, North Carolina. Caution flag comes out as we begin to start green flag pit stops, just like it's been all season long. The kid Nicholas Maynard, you see the damage right there on the right front of that Toyota Supra. We're right on board with him. That steering column, all kinds of jacked up. He'll drop to the back here. Because when he spun out, he did spin on the pit road. Pit road was open, but with guys out transferring pit stops, dude, they'll hit him with a safety violation. Nicholas Maynard will drop to the back of the pack here. Hopefully he can get that 0-2 Maynard Motors machine back under control. Throw it back together. He drove up from the final spot tonight. Didn't get a qualifying lap. Up to the 4th place spot. Here, Corey Tesner start the green flag pit stops, which is unfortunate. Nicholas Maynard spins it around, brings out the caution. Corey Tesner, been bad fast all night tonight. Led some laps. Needs to score victory here tonight to lock himself into the playoffs. That Budweiser Bass Pro Shop Johnny Morris machine looks like it has something in it. He's just got to put it together here. Comes down, green flag pit stops to start him. Just not how it shaped up how he wanted to be. Jordan D wins the pole. Drops back down to the final spot after the first caution. Because he goes in and tops off on gas, throws the strategy for a loop there. He was going to be able to ride around for possibly about, I will say about 5 or 6 more laps than everybody else to be able to win green there. But Jordan E, your pole sitter in that Fortnite machine, back out front here in Charlotte. Connell Bolton, the 14-year-old from Ontario, Canada, Been battling internet issues, as you see right there, blinking in and out all night. It's cost him severely. He'll stay in the second place spot right here, getting his track position back. Needs to get it under control here. Tony Cook needing a win in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series to lock himself in here. Been bad fast all year long, just unable to get it locked in here. Jordan D will stay behind Peter the Pace Car. Peter the Pace Car will hang a left on the pit road right here. And we will resume green flag action back here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jordan D and Connell Bolton side by side leading them to the restart zone here. We are back green in Charlotte. Terrible restart for Connell Bolton. Long series of drivers. Starting single file back here in the bottom side line, having to get the wave around. You go single file. You do the wave around. So everybody back on the lead lap besides Nicholas Maynard and Terry Hughes Jr. still battling back. We brought out the first caution of the night. So both caution guys are a lap down here. That's how you can remember it. Meanwhile, we had a door-to-door battle here in the turns 3 and 4. That's Corey Riptide Tesner. And the number 8 machine, the number 15 of Carter Jackson, was your race leader for a good bit tonight, driving that Michael Waltrip scheme. Looks bad fast here on the restart here. These guys are going to have to take it easy. James Fountain slides up the racetrack, hitting the 8th. Showtime Chase Johnson and that number 5 Jordan W machine doesn't really need it if he's locked in on the final point spot. But however you see necessary, Showtime Chase Johnson needs a great run here tonight at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Just needs to stay out of trouble, get up in front and race that number 4 machine of Kevin Tanko, who's currently under battle by the number 8 of Corey Riptide Tesner. So Chase Johnson might like what he sees in front of him through his windshield as they battle into turns 3 and 4 door to door. Kevin Tankos is the first one in on that point spot with only 2 point spots available. If somebody new wins here tonight and wins their way into the playoffs, Kevin Tankos would be in and Showtime Chase Johnson would be out. So Showtime Chase Johnson looks to have it under control here, in a rhythm here. He'll bog it down into turns 1 and 2. Looks like he's trying to save a little something on the back end of this run. Meanwhile, Kevin Tankos and Jonathan Smith continue to battle down here the back straightaway. Jonathan Smith, part-time here in the Xfinity Series, so anything that loose all over the track. James Fountain goes around Connell Bolton. Caution flag out here again at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. James Fountain goes around. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. We'll back that ass up here as we do on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. The Oracle number 24 Red Bull machine of James Fountain goes around. Tony Cook was battling hard for the race leader here. Let's take a look and see exactly what happened with the number 24 machine of James Fountain. You see Connell Bolton blink in and out. They've been battling internet issues all night long. Comes back in, James Fountain. Just didn't see him, had nowhere to go. Gets loose off the corner. Save it, lock it down. James Fountain able to lock it down. Thank God it's artificially painted right there. He'll give the grass a sweet looking fade haircut. Nice taper fade. James Fountain from Greenville, South Carolina will bring out the 3rd caution of the night. Getting nothing of his own doing. Connell Bolton continuing to battle internet issues out here tonight. Caution flag is out here for the 3rd time tonight in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series season finale at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jordan D continues to lead them here. Tony Cook will round out that 2nd place spot, needing a win here. He started 1 spot from the last spot to start tonight's event. He's up 14 spots here. Tony Cook currently finds himself in the 2nd place spot. Kevin Tankos, we were just talking about him, currently sits the 3rd place spot as he was battling door to door with the 99 of John Smith. James Fountain goes around here, no doing of his own, with Connell Bolton blinking in and out on this racetrack. Couple guys coming down the pit road. Be Corey Riptide Tesner and Showtime Chase Johnson, 2 CJR, that's Chase Johnson Racing teammates, will bring it down the pit road. So maybe some kind of pit strategy here. Take a look here and see what they do as they get to their box. Jordan D will follow behind Peter the Pace Car. Showtime Chase Johnson will slide into his box. These guys will hop the wall. They'll stick the gas can in the left side of the race car. It'll be gas only for the number 5 machine of Chase Johnson. Gas only for the number 8 of Riptide, Corey Tesner as well. Corey Tesner will win the battle off pit road. They'll catch the tail end of the field. Jordan D, your race leader here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel in Concord, North Carolina at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the home of stock car racing. He currently sits out front here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series regular season finale with a chance to lock himself into the Madness Racing League playoffs. If he could pull the back half of these 40 laps together here. Tony Cook looking to do the same though. Hungry guys all over the front row on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll let these guys come back around into the restart zone. I'll fix up a couple of things right here beside me and we'll be right back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Welcome back here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. They go into turn 1 here. Jordan D will bleed them side by side. Tony Cook will be on his outside. Kevin Tankel's in the 3rd place spot. Jonathan Smith at the 4th place spot. I'm looking up here at the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a free to join, free to race league here live on TikTok. All you have to do is DM us here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel and or the Madness Racing League. I believe they are in the chat. Get you signed up here in the Madness Racing League. This is the final regular season event for the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. Doesn't mean that you can't come out here and participate and run and race with us. Ladies and gentlemen, a couple new guys in here in the field tonight making their debuts, but with a win here tonight can lock you in to the playoff series. All you have to do is win a race here. Winning is so important in the Madness Racing League. So is being consistent, because you never know what could happen here. Chaos can ensue and everybody's race be out of control, out of move here. So Jordan Dees, the race leader, will lead them back here to the restart zone. We are under caution for the 3rd time tonight. James Fountain gets loose after Connell Bolton's internet issues, car problems still handle here. Charlotte Motor Speedway. They'll fire back off in the restart zone. We're green again in Charlotte. Jordan D gets a bad fast restart. He'll jump out to a big stretch over the number 4. Kevin Tanko's down the back stretch. 62 laps complete. About 38 laps remaining here, folks, on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Kevin Tanko's on the top side of the racetrack. Here comes Tony Cook needing a win in the Madness Racing League. Make sure you check out Tony Cook at the Home Run Cafe, 810 North Main Street in Greer, South Carolina, for all your hot dogs and hamburger needs. Get your favorite refreshener, sweet teas, you name it. Tony Cook's got it. Tell him the Madness Racing League sent you. Yum, 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 yum. Off turn 2 down the back stretch, door to door with James Fountain. Carter Jackson, excuse me, we seen him right there. Carter Jackson in the 5th place spot. Pulling away from the number 99 of Jonathan Smith. Connell Bolton continue to blink in and blink out here. Carter Jackson in and out of the league all year long. This is his 6th start out of the 8 races. Carter Jackson trying to make something shake, unable to score any points so far this season. None of his own doing. Keeps getting caught up in other people's mess. Carter Jackson got a strong run here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. 64 laps complete. That Napa Auto Parts. Let's see what he gets right here. I'll complete my sentence. I don't want to be that guy. 3rd fastest on the racetrack that time, Carter Jackson. So not the fastest car on track. Fastest car on track will go to Jordan Dwarczyk. Don't want to mispronounce it, but I did. I know I did. Kevin Tanko's under attack with James Fountain. James Fountain might have something to say about that fast lap. Here comes Greenville, South Carolina. James Fountain driving for a purpose now. He's pissed off that he was just turned and gave the grass a taper fade. spun through the infield in the blast caution just briefly not long ago. James Fountain driving with a purpose here in Charlotte. Pit stop on the bottom side of the racetrack. Battle for the race lead here. 66 laps complete going into turn 3. Kevin Tankos might have something to say about it too. Tony Cook needing a race win. The Madness Racing League looks to the top side under attack by Carter Jackson. Both of these guys needing a win here in the Madness Racing League, battling door to door across the line. Tony Cook will get the 4th place spot that time around. One of these guys could win their way in to the playoffs. It would shake things up with that final open point spot between Kevin Tankos and Showtime Chase Johnson. Meanwhile, James Fountain gets tight, gets into the wall down the backstretch, diving into turn 3. Jordan D loves what he sees, diving into turn 4 on the bottom side. Nicholas Maynard, there he goes right there again. He brought out the 2nd caution of the night. We'll bring it back down pit road to get the rest of that car fixed, it seems. Jordan D will pull back around here. He'll lap Nicholas Maynard. Extending his lead here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. You see the gap about half a second, 5 car lengths or so between the number 4 of Kevin Tankos. Putting together another absolute flawless run here in the Madness Racing League. Staying out of trouble, running up front, doing what he needs to do. Showtime Chase Johnson on the back half of the field here, trying to save something for the back half. John Michael Bryant, the boogeyman, haven't talked much about him tonight. One of the most aggressive drivers in the Madness Racing League, not afraid to put a bumper to somebody. It's Connell Bolton somewhere in front of him. There he goes. He blinks back in front of Everett Larson. John Michael Bryant here snagged the victory at the Daytona International Speedway to start the year in the Madness Racing League. So he's been riding around all season long with that win. Cruising and bruising here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. John Michael Bryant, that is your mom's favorite driver. Tell your mom's favorite driver is currently running in the top 10 in the 10th place spot here at the Concord Charlotte Motor Speedway. Kevin Tankos, Jordan D, and Carter Jackson. God dang, Carter Jackson up 3 more spots since the restart. Excuse my language. That 15 machine is bad fast down the back stretch. Looks like DEI battling into turn 3. Fastest lap on the racetrack that time goes to the number 33 of Tony Cook, driving the number 33 Home Run Cafe machine. He'll look to the bottom side of James Fountain here. Tony Cook 31.05, race leader Jordan D 31.07, right there neck to neck. But Kevin Tankos pacing right behind the number 6 car. We might have a battle here in the next couple of laps. 3 drivers starting to set sail away from the rest of the pack. Tony Cook will lead that pack over James Fountain and John Smith diving into turns 1. Meow, 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 meow. Jonathan Smith, the hometown kid here in North Carolina, right down the road in Goldsboro, North Carolina. Got his family in the crowd tonight. Tons of orange and black shirts jumping around in the stands. He made that move around Corey Riptide Tesner on the restart. As he now looks to the back bumper of the number 24, James Fountain. James Fountain, another South Carolina kid. So North Carolina versus South Carolina battling hard for the top 5 final points paying spot. Jonathan Smith will just put the power down and drive right around James Fountain off turn 2. James Fountain might have something to say here in turn 3. Tony Cook loves what he sees. He's trying to run down that front pack in front of him. Nicholas Maynard still on pit road. You see these guys down there beating and banging, trying to get that Maynard Motor 02 machine back out on the racetrack. Another lap down. It's the race leader, Jordan D. Started on the pole. Pitted off strategy from everybody. Just 4 short laps into the night's event. Tops off on gas, and if green flag pit stops would have went how he wanted, he'd have had about 5 extra in the tank over everybody else to extend the lead. Excuse me. Or possibly the rest of the field, but Nicholas Maynard brings out the caution. He didn't get exactly what he wanted. James Fountain trying to run down Jonathan Smith and Tony Cook. Jonathan Smith looks bad fast here on the back half of his field. 25 laps remaining next time around here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in the regular season finale for the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. Connell Bolton battled internet issues most of the night. Tonight seems to have it under control. He hasn't blinked in or blinked out on my ticker here in the last 3 or 4 laps here. Connell Bolton, oh, there, spoke too soon. Connell Bolton, we'll go back to him. I want to give him a little bit of TV time here. He did win at the Atlanta Motor Speedway here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel in overtime. So we got to give it to the kid, the Canadian, the 14-year-old, battling out here with guys half older than he is. It's Jordan D might be under attack here from Carter Jackson. Carter Jackson from Getega. Driving that Michael Waltrip Napa number 15 machine. Gets around the number 4 Kevin Tankos. And that'll shift Kevin Tankos back down into the 3rd place spot. The 3rd place spot paying out 30 points. So Kevin Tankos adding on his score. He is racing that other top point spot open of Showtime Chase Johnson. Those two are the last 2 in on points at the current moment. Jordan D, your race leader, so is Carter Jackson. If either one of these two were to win the race, they'd lock themselves into the Madness Racing League playoffs, and there would be 1 spot open, which right now sits with Kevin Tankos as he currently sits around and rides in the 3rd place spot. With 23 laps remaining here, we'll have to see what happens, shakes out here in Charlotte. Carter Jackson battling door-to-door with Jordan D for the race lead here. Jordan D will stay on the top side of the racetrack. Carter Jackson will look down on the bottom side. Not able to put the power down, drive by him off turn 4. They'll be door-to-door through the dog leg. Carter Jackson had the speed all year long, just hasn't been able to piece it together. Been involved in everybody else's accidents the majority of the year. It's yet to score top 5 all season long, but things might change here tonight in Charlotte Motor Speedway because he's all over the back bumper of the number 6. So the battle box here, that is the battle for the race lead, possibly a playoff spot here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. You never know, ladies and gentlemen. This is why it's the Madness Racing League. Madness all over the racetrack. Battles through every corner of every square inch of every square mile. That's what we should say here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, if you want to be technical about it. Everett Larson, the 14-year-old from Virginia. Behind that, ever so blinking Connell Bolton. Connell Bolton still trying to make something shake here, but rides around in the 7th place spot. Everett Larson trying to make a move. That's the battle for the race lead in front of Kevin Tankos. Corey Tesner led a bunch of laps here earlier tonight. Needed a win in the Charlotte Motor Speedway here tonight in the regular season finale. If he's got something, he's got to go now. 20 laps remain. Kevin Tankos, he's setting back, trying to let these guys race out for the race lead. So he can have something to say on the back half here as he's in the point spot that he needs to be in. Carter Jackson all over Jordan D. It'll be JD versus CJ. Which one of the two initials are going to get it down the back stretch, door to door? Carter Jackson looks like he's going to concede the 1st place spot to Jordan D and not battle no longer. Maybe try to save something here as 19 laps remain at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jordan D, your pole sitter, now your race leader again after he was under attack by Carter Jackson, currently sitting in the 6th place spot. Kevin Tankos sits in that 3rd place spot with Jonathan Smith and Tony Cook rounding out the top 5 right behind. James Fallon will follow ever so closely behind the 6th place spot with the rest of the field, trying to trail him out behind. Nicholas Maynard back out on the racetrack, getting that 02 Maynard Motors machine repaired. Trying to peel off laps here in the Madness Racing League. Jordan D, your race leader with 18, coming to 17 laps remaining in the season finale. Can he walk it off and lock himself into the playoffs? We'll be right back on the Booty Scoot Racing channel with the conclusion of tonight's event on the other side. Welcome back to the Rudy Scooter Racing channel. That was the final commercial break of the night. You seen Carter Jackson from Catega drive around the number 6 of Jordan D. Jordan D got a little gap between them, about a half a second. Jordan, let's see what he gets. Yes, Jordan D faster that time around over the number 15 of Carter Jackson. Jordan D a 31.69, Carter Jackson a 31.74. Carter Jackson sails down the backstretch off turn 2. What a corner. Jordan D is going to have to put it together here. 13 laps remain. Which one of these guys? Or will it be Kevin Tankos slowly slipping in the back, trying to sniff something? Here comes Jonathan Smith as well. The race win and sniff between 5 drivers if you really think about it. It's anybody's ball game here. The Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. 2 spots open. Only one can get on a race win. If they haven't won so far, the other one's going to a points guy. Connell Bowen battling door-to-door with James Fountain down the back straightaway. Keep the eye on the race lead there. Carter Jackson over Jordan D. Selling it away. Gap increasing to 0.6 seconds. Carter Jackson faster around that time as well. 31.7. Jordan D 31.8. James Fountain door-to-door with the 14-year-old of Everett Larson. James Fountain ripping the fence, painting a picture here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Look at the momentum, the run, the number 24. James Fountain gets down the back straightaway. Jordan Deeds closed the gap up a little bit off turns 3 and 4 there across the dog leg. Carter Jackson will continue to lead them here. 10 laps remain in the regular season finale at Charlotte. As I thought, James Fountain does post the fastest lap right there on the racetrack with 31.65. 3/10 faster than the race leader, C.J. Jackson. Carter Jackson, as I should say better, as he's under attack with Jordan D. Jordan D looks at the top side of the racetrack. Battle on our hand for the race lead once again. I'll throw up the interval so you can see with your own eyes. 2/10 from 5/10 in 2 corners. Jordan D has found something here. Can he put it together with 9 laps remaining in the season finale? Both of these guys needing a win to lock themselves into the regular season finale. Win, they'll get them into the playoffs, excuse me. Meanwhile, if one of these guys win tonight's event, Kevin Tankos will get that final spot on points, as he's currently already over Showtime Chase Johnson points-wise, but he's currently running in a better position at the current time of the event with 9 coming in 8 laps remaining as Jordan D battles door-to-door with Carter Jackson for the race lead here. 8 laps remaining. Jordan D's got no time to play. He's on a mission. Hold your T-poses. Hold your emotes to the end of the race, ladies and gentlemen. The number 6 Fortnite machine. The kids are jumping in the stands. Down through turns 3 and 4. Carter Jackson all over the back bumper trying to make something shake. 7 laps remaining, yes. And the MRL Xfinity Series regular season finale, I want to say 30-something laps of green flag action. These guys cleaned it up really well here. Always want to make sure we throw that out. Great group of guys here. Have had an honor, no matter how this thing turns out, of broadcasting these regular season races. Will carry the playoffs over in 2 weeks at the Talladega Super Speedway. As Everett Larson battles door-to-door with Corey Riptide Tesner down in the turns 3 and 4. George Stetson will lose a spot to Connell Bolton. Tune back up here to the race lead with 6 laps remaining. These guys approaching lap traffic. That's the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard and Terry Hughes Jr. They're battling door-to-door as well. Will lap traffic make a factor here at Charlotte Motor Speedway as they go down the backstretch? Coming to 5 laps remaining. Nicholas Maynard will look to the inside of Terry Hughes Jr. Both of these guys have caused a caution tonight. Nicholas Maynard brought out the caution right as green flag stops are coming. He'll move around the Terry Hughes Jr. 81 machine. Both of these guys will look to the top side of the racetrack. Let the race leaders right by, I believe. Yes, Nicholas Maynard will move out of the way. Don't want to interfere with these guys. Carter Jackson all over the back bumper of the number 6 of Jordan D. Nicholas Maynard could play a factor here. Who's he going to pick? Who's he going to draft with? Nicholas Maynard, 2 wins in the Xfinity Series. He'll go to Talladega next week. Still racing for championships, but his playoffs hopes still alive. Again, ladies and gentlemen, free to join, free to race here in the Madness Racing League. Win a race, get a trophy. That's how it works here in the Madness Racing League. Jordan D down the bottom side of the racetrack. The lap car, Nicholas Maynard, trying to help CJ Jackson, it looks like. 4 laps remaining, coming into turns 3 and 4. The Napa machine looks down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Three laps remaining here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina, the home of stock car racing. The number 15 Napa Auto Parts machine of Carter and Jackson battling, trying to walk himself into the MRL Xfinity Series playoffs with the win here in the regular season finale. But Jordan D's got something better to say in that Fortnite Chevy Camaro. Coming at 2 laps, white flag will be the next time around. Jordan D and Carter Jackson battling it out here in Charlotte for a race win. Will Carter Jackson have something to say? 3 short miles remain here in Charlotte. 2 guys out front needing wins to walk themselves in to the playoffs. Can one of them walk it off here? Kevin Tanko slipping down throughout the field. He's currently riding around in the 6th place spot, out of a points paying spot. Showtime Chase Johnson. It's who he's racing if one of these guys was to lock in here. White flag is in the air, sponsored by NapDaddyRacing.com. Jordan D is your race leader, pulling away. Carter Jackson on pit road out of gas. John Smith will not have the distance to be able to close it up on the race leader of Jordan D down the backstretch for the final time into turn 3. Jordan D down at the bottom side of turns 4. His Fortnite Chevy Camaro will turn off turn 4. And Jordan D will win and lock himself in to the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series with a win in the final race of the year. Walks it off. Jordan D wins here in Charlotte. He will be competing in the playoffs 2 weeks from now at the Talladega Super Speedway. We'll let the rest of the field round out here. Kevin Tankos brings it home in the 7th place spot. Chase Johnson in the 8th place spot. Those are the 2 guys racing the final 2 open spots. Heartbreaker for Showtime Chase Johnson with Tankos finishing over Chase. Chase Johnson will be eliminated and he will not race in the playoffs 2 weeks from now. Kevin Tankos will get that final spot. No wins on the year, but Kevin Tankos does lock himself in on points here. Jordan D, your race winner in Charlotte, coming to burn it down for the 6-year-olds on the front stretch who love this Fortnite machine. Ruthless Racing's Jordan D wins tonight's event here. We'll pull up the race results from tonight's event. Jordan D wins the pole, comes back from the back, wins it with a tight, close battle with Carter Jackson. John Smith will round out the 2nd place spot in his number 99 Elite Southern Motorsports machine. Tony Cook needing a win here to advance into the playoffs for the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series. Not able to score it, but we'll round out that 3rd place spot, scoring 30 points on the night's event. Everett Larson, the 14-year-old, with another top 5 underneath his belt. He'll race in the playoffs 2 weeks from now with his win at the Texas Motor Speedway. Corey Riptide Tesner finally finishes the event here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series, but it's 8 weeks too late as he won't race in the playoffs 2 weeks from now. But Connell Bolton, the Canadian, battles issues all night long, but able to round it out in the 6th place spot. He will race for a championship 2 weeks from now at the Talladega Super Speedway as he won the Atlanta Motor Speedway race not too long ago. Kevin Tankos does get that final spot, ladies and gentlemen. On the point spot, there was 7 different winners with tonight's winner with 8 open spots. Kevin Tankos and Showtime Chase Johnson were battling it out hard for that final open point spot, but Kevin Tankos will be able to get it as he will just come down to laps led, finishes, consistency over Chase Johnson. Looks like Chase Johnson will finish, if my math is right, 8 points back from being able to score his way into the Madness Racing League playoffs. John Michael Bryant And his J Money Motorsports 23 machine brings it home in the 9th place spot. Kyle Simmons and his number 74 machine brings it home in the final 10th top 10 spot. George Stetson, unfortunate, bad fast here on the night. The Charlotte Motor Speedway gets in a little bit of traffic, falls back down to the 11th place spot. None of his own doing. Hochschild Motorsports number 29 machine of Blake Hochschild will round out the 3rd place spot tonight, a lap down. James Fountain, seen him get loose, seen him drive up to the front, challenge the race leader of Jordan D a little bit for the race lead, but James Fountain will bring it home in the 13th place spot. Carter Jackson all over the back bumper of the race leader of Jordan D with 2 laps remaining, runs out of gas. Pit strategy just doesn't go his way. He'll finish 2 laps down after almost winning his way in here tonight at the Madness Racing League playoffs. Chris Knighty in the Triple Deuce. Chris Knighty, I should say, was a night for him. He finishes 2 laps down in the 15th place spot. Terry Hughes Jr. and his Bounty Hunter sim racing machine slams the wall in lap 5, brings out the first caution of the night. Not able to get himself back on the lead lap, but out there to keep himself in a respectable 11 laps down. Nicholas Maynard, the kid, rounds out the final spot tonight. Finished where he started in the final spot. Not able to get the car out on the racetrack for qualifying. Hits the wall, gets loose right after they start green flag pit stops. We weren't able to get the fortunate event of that tonight. Possibly could have played into something different here. But meanwhile, Jordan D wins here in the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series regular season finale at the Charlotte Motor Speedway and locks himself into the Madness Racing League playoffs. Showtime Chase Johnson misses the cut line by 8 points, and Kevin Tankles will take home the final points-paying spot for the playoffs 2 weeks from now here at the Talladega Super Speedway. You want to catch it all right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Make sure you press that like button. Make sure you press that follow button. Thank you for watching tonight's event. We'll see you again on Wednesday night for the All Out Dirt Tour Series opener and the Dirt Super Late Models live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. The next night will be the I-85 Late Model Stocks, as always on Thursday nights from the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Thank you. God bless.